With this video, we will be doing Dax with the Olive Anthony remix. And if you want to help this channel and the content I'm making, please help support our merchandise. The link is in the description. And if you didn't hit that like button, make sure you hit the like button. We're trying to get the channel to grow, and the only way we're going to do this is if you like, share, and comment on the content. So without further ado, let's get into Dax. Let's go! Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
United we stand, divided we fall.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to.
For people like me, people like you.
Wish I could just wake up and it not be true.
But it is.
Oh,
But
it
it
is.
is.
Living in the new
world order.
with an whole soul. The rich man knows the rich man, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Facts.
This world has changed and I had to accept it. They ask my political views while I search for their hidden agendas. I don't got an answer, I try to remember the devil divides. Pressure appears from our peers. Those arguments waste our time while helping to push their lies, so fuck political views. I got common sense.
Right.
I know God made man, and the sun sets on a life where we focus on things that we cannot control and accumulate so much regret. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead, so I go to sleep.
That bar was whew.
Yeah. It's real.
No cap.
Yo,
Yo, when he said, yo, by the time we decide to live, we almost dead. And that's just crazy. Like, people get caught up on what they got going on, this and that, and you're not even living in the present. So a lot of people live in the past and the future, but you gotta live in the present and breathe the air on what's going on right now, today. So I thought it was a cold bar, and I like what Dax did with this, remixing the song. I already know Dax gonna give us some thought-provoking bars, and we here for all of that.
yeah, I feel the same way about the same bar because I'm sitting back and I just be like, how many times are people so busy thinking about tomorrow or their 5-year plan or their 60-month plan? You know what I'm saying? That you miss the moments.
Yeah, and it's to be like
you hurt yourself. You hurt people around you. You just gotta appreciate what's going on and live.
yeah, it's like you go to work, come home, go to sleep, go to work, come home, go to sleep, go to work. Then you retire at 65, and you're almost at the end of the road. It's like, oh man, it's like I don't got too much time on this clock.
I gotta do something.
Facts.
Peers from our peers, those arguments waste our time while helping to push their lies, so fuck political views. I got common sense. I know God made man, and the sun sets on a life where we focus on things that we cannot control and accumulate so much regret. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead, so I go to sleep with the thoughts of 45 years living in debt. 45 years can't pay rent. 45 years just for a pension. I'm too old to enjoy and go spend. 45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends. Then I wake up and pray that it ends.
Living in the new.
That's the facts. When you're in that daily grind, working, I just remember when I was in that daily grind, working every day. I would get off at 5, go pick the kids up, and I would come home, and they would ask me help with their homework. I'm already drained from work. I didn't even feel like helping them with homework. I didn't have the energy because I just gave my energy all this job, and then I got to my kids, which is really important. I didn't have the energy to pour into them. So these bars is really striking a chord with me.
Just for a pension, I'm too old to enjoy and go spend 45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends. Then I wake up and pray that it ends.
Living in the new world with an whole soul. The rich man knows the rich man, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Descendants of Adam and Eve, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They're taking God out the schools. Our kids don't know what to believe. From 6 to 18, the curriculum fails, and Gen Z gets taught by their phones with forced feeds that get sponsored and paid by companies. That's how they attack us. It starts with the youth. If you lie enough, you'll convince anybody the lie's the truth. So telling these kids they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie their own shoes, drive or drink is crazy.
He's right. I like everything he said. Like, you could just tell it's a big push on the gender thing, and they're really trying to do that. But we know a lot of that got to do with depopulation, because 2 women is not gonna have a kid together, and 2 men is not gonna have a kid together. So it's a lot of depopulation control that's going on. So I like that he's touching on it, and when he also touched on like the curriculum. It's like when I found out that one person started the whole educational system, and he gave them the curriculum to teach, and teachers can't teach what they want to. They got a curriculum that they got to teach, and they can't go outside of that. And then my eyes really started to open up, like starting to make sense a little bit more.
It just needs to be more. What I'm getting from this is it's like it needs to be more focus on the things that matter. You know, family first over everything, like immorality of some sort. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to be free, but morality comes down to this. You see an old lady crossing the street and she look like she taking 2 half steps, help her across the street. It's that simple.
Yeah. It's like the rich men figured out how to make us pay for stuff that should be free. Like food should be free, water should be free, school should be free, all this stuff should be free. Even this house we in right now should be free. I think when you turn 18, everybody should get a free house. Like that's the world we should live in. We are the only people that pay to live on this planet. You shouldn't have to pay to live on a planet you was born onto. It makes no sense.
Curriculum fails and Gen Z gets taught by their phones with forced feeds that get sponsored and paid by companies. That's how they attack us. It starts with the youth. If you lie enough, you'll convince anybody the lie's the truth. So telling these kids they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie their own shoes. Drive or drink is crazy. Common sense isn't common unless it pays me. That's the thought process daily. Look at the content. We're creating lies, diluting our brains. I'm done trying to argue online with these people who think that a vote's gonna bring about change. How many presidents does it take to have a life?
Facts. Yeah. And I was just telling you that we was talking about that because what we've been seeing in the comment section, what we've been hearing, like a lot of people think a president's gonna change things. Everyone like, oh look, can't wait to 2024, and then when 2024 comes, you're gonna be like, oh, I can't wait to 2028. Then 28 come, I can't wait to 2032. It's like, yo, that's not gonna change anything. Right. That's not the change we need. We need a change of the system, not of the person that's in charge of it. The whole system need to be redone.
Yeah, or change the state of mind.
Worth living, an actual comfortable wage. No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, for people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world order with an old soul. Rich man north of Richmond.
And I liked how Dax with this video, he kept it like sort of Olive Anthony-ish, and he got like the people on the farm and the people riding the horsebackses, giving a little reference to the Olive Anthony. We know he's a country guy, and to show this out in the country, it brings a real good feeling to go with the song.
Yeah, real ranch, real prairie, like.
Yeah.
Oh, so these rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just want to have total control.
Ain't gonna happen. Fuck out of here. It's Trey TV. Let's get it.
This is Lamar Wilson here, representing Ghetto Action News Network _ all lower cases.
No spaces.
And you can find us on Facebook. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm about to get right into this. Richmond North of Richmond remix by Dax. Yo, this was something totally different and I liked it. I mean, he kind of kept the same feel in the forest, you know what I'm saying? And I like how he just broke it down to his own way of thinking. I think he approached more of a, instead of an open-ended question type form and making people answer rhetorically what they think in their own mind, he just came at you and was like, no, I'm gonna address certain issues and I want you to sit back and think on them and you tell me how you feel. Or tell yourself how you feel. And if you feel anything, then change that. I like it. If I had to rate this song from 0 to 10, I'm going to give it a 9.5. How you feel about this?
I think it was a dope song. Shout out to Dax for remixing a great song, getting his thoughts out there. If it was one thing I could change about it, I wish he had a third verse on that, just a little bit more. We know Dax is a deep thinker, and I just wanted to do a little bit more deeper dive into his brain to see how he think. And some stuff I agree with him. Like if people from our videos, if they were trying to judge which side I was on, the red or blue, I'm like, Dax, I'm on neither. I'm not looking for a man to save me. I'm looking to save myself, and that's how it's going to work. You're looking for somebody else to save you.
Not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. So shouts out to Dax for throwing that in there. But if I had to judge the music on that song, me personally, I gave it a 9. And if you want to help this channel and the content that we're making, please help support our merchandise. The link is in the description. It's your boy Trey TV, and I'm out.